Ruger puts their mark on 2016, Kriss brings out a gun they should have started with, and since I'm catching up this week, it's a rapid fire segment, all on this week's TGC News. TAC Pack offers some of the highest quality tactical and EDC gear in a monthly package shipped right to your door. They aren't focused on sending you a bunch of crap. They want to make sure that you get gear you will actually use, featuring things like knives, tourniquets, multi-tools, AR-15 parts, and survival gear. TAC Pack is bound to have gear that you're going to love. If you order right now, you can get either a free hat or a free multi-tool by using the code TGCHAT or TGCTool at tacpack.com. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite gun news program, TGC News. My name is Jon Patton, and I have a couple quick announcements before we get into the show. And I have to say that this year has been crazy with all kinds of groups and efforts to stop gun control popping up nationwide. With the efforts in California like Veto Gunmageddon and gun groups forming all over the country, we as a community are really digging in for the fight. And I wanted to mention a specific effort in Nevada that I think you guys are all going to like. To keep this short, there's a raffle going on to win a rifle built by Shane over at Rifle Dynamics. They make awesome AKs, and the winner will be chosen this coming Saturday, October 1st. So if you want to move on that, you better do it quickly. Of course, the link is in the description for that. And one more thing. There will not be a show next week because I'm going to be on the road to the IV8888 YouTube shoot down in Georgia and will not be here in Pennsylvania to create it. However, stay tuned to the TGC Facebook page for all kinds of photos and videos from my travels, including some live Q&As with some of your favorite YouTubers. Now, this week's first story is about Ruger. Of course, we all know and love Ruger for their enormous amount of solid firearms they've produced over the years, with guns like the 1022 and the Ruger Mark series being the lead on the rimfire side. Well, Ruger has just announced a gun that, in my opinion, should have come out years ago. Say hello to the Ruger Mark IV. It looks a lot like the Mark III, right? Well, they've kept similar styling, but made some fantastic improvements that make it really what it should have been in the first place. First up, they've done away with those terrible circular slide and safety levers. Those were horrible and they just had to go. They've also added a spring in the lower that helps eject the magazine cleanly and drop free. And the biggest improvement here, they gave it the best takedown I've ever seen on any rimfire pistol to date. Quite literally, you just push a button on the rear, lift the upper off the gun, the slide comes out, and boom, that's it. You can access the barrel for easy cleaning, and you don't have to curse at the gun for 2 hours when you're trying to put that crap all back together. It's a wonderful thing that they actually realize this. My only gripe with Ruger right now is that they didn't release a threaded model right away, so now I have to wait to actually buy one of these things. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. Those things are super popular. And if you guys want to see one of these things in action, go check out 22 Plankster's channel. He just published a video the other day that shows everything, including a comparison to the older models. Kriss, not to be confused with the hilariously out-of-date rappers Kriss Kross, have been flying low in recent months. They released the 9mm version of the Vector and haven't really been making any noise since then. Until now, with the introduction of this bad boy, a 10mm Kriss Vector Gen 2. Why am I excited about this? Well, you take a cartridge as gnarly as the 10mm and give it some extra barrel length in a 16-inch gun, and you've got some outstanding performance. Alternatively, you can also get yourself an ultra-stable shooting platform with a 5.5-inch barrel and throw a can on there for some really close-up kind of fun. Prices start at $13.69 MSRP for the useless version, then go up to $15.19 for the pistol brace and carbine version, with the SBR version rounding things out at $15.69 MSRP. And I don't know when this happened, but I thought the prices were way higher, like in the $1,700 range. I like being wrong in that regard. Now, I don't have a ton of time behind the semi-automatic versions of the Vector, but I will say that the SMG versions that I've shot are freaking outstanding. So that being said, I hope this 10mm version lives up to my self-generated hype. Oh my god, can you imagine a 10mm Vector slinging rounds down range at like 1,200 rounds a minute? Yeah, hey Kriss, I know a guy that does gun videos that wants to see that. Just saying. What do you guys at home think? How many of you actually give a crap about 10mm? And in rapid fire news, because I was gone last week and there's a lot of stuff I missed. First, Thompson Center has a recall on their new compass rifles, essentially saying that if they're dropped from a certain height, the rifle could discharge with the safety on. Way to go, TC. Bravo. Then we have a story that Adam will actually be covering in depth on this week's episode of The Legal Brief. The NSSF is going after the Attorney General of Massachusetts, basically saying that she created more confusion than clarity and is a horrible person in general. Okay, I added that last part. Be sure to subscribe to see Adam's breakdown on The Legal Brief this Wednesday. Next up, the highly anticipated Wolverine PBS-1 from Dead Air Armament is finally shipping to dealers. For those of you that don't know, this is one of the most advanced suppressors designed for the AK ever. I can't wait to hear one of these things in person. And next up, Project Appleseed has temporarily banned the use of Smith & Wesson M&P 1522 rifles at their events due to out-of-battery discharges and the guns that would fire on the reset of the trigger unintentionally. They're upholding the ban until Smith & Wesson conducts a formal investigation to find out what's actually happening here. And one last thing, if there is something that you guys want me to talk about here on TGC News that I may not have seen or maybe you even made, please feel free to post it on the TGC Facebook page. I look there all the time to find new stories and friendly fire questions. Now, while you're soaking all of that in, be sure to stick around for this week's friendly fire question about 40 Smith & Wesson. The DD5 16-inch 308 rifle from Daniel Defense features advancements like dual 5.56 ejectors, a unique flanged barrel extension that does away with the need for a barrel nut, a flared magwell for SR25 mags, an ambi safety, an internal detent charging handle, and combines all these things with DD's cold hammer-forged barrels, a Geisley SSA, a 15-inch keymod rail, and it comes in all under 8.5 pounds. To learn more about the DD5, click the link down in the description or head over to danieldefense.com. This week's friendly fire question is from sherald87 on Snapchat, and he asks, why are American gun owners ditching 40 Smith & Wesson at such an alarming rate? This is a great question. I'd be curious to know just how many people are actually ditching it. I'm not saying it's not happening, but I'd be surprised if most people that are saying they are actually ditching it. The main reason it might be happening is that people realize with modern ammunition and new bullet designs that are coming out, they don't need the extra recoil of a 40 Smith & Wesson. It provides no ascertainable difference above a 9 or any other cartridge for that matter, so why pay more to defend yourself in practice? That's my stance on it, and I don't even own a single 40 for that very reason. My friendly fire question to you guys this week, why do you think people might be ditching 40 Smith & Wesson? Are they actually ditching it, or is this just talk? Post your answer down in the comments, and if you want your question answered right here on the show, you can head over to theguncollective.com and go to the friendly fire page to send us your questions. And that is it for this week's show. Guys, you know what to do. If you enjoyed the episode, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and if you didn't, let me know down in the comments so we can talk about it. Do not forget to get subscribed. You won't want to miss a single week of the show. Please take a minute and head over to the TGC Gear Store, and as always, thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon. The shirts worn in today's episode of TGC News were provided by Patriot Patch Company. Click the link in the description to learn more.